Are you tired of watching everyone around you get ahead while you're stuck? Ever feel like no matter how hard you work, you just can't seem to build real wealth? Well, today, I'm going to expose the 5 money myths that are sabotaging your financial future in 2025. And trust me, these myths are not just harmless misconceptions. They're the reasons you're still struggling, and we're about to crush them right now. So get ready, because you might have been believing the wrong things this whole time. Now don't worry, this isn't going to be some doom and gloom rant. We're going to uncover the truth, and I'll show you exactly what to do to make the most of 2025's financial landscape. If you want to live that wealthy lifestyle you've been dreaming about, stick around to the end. The last myth is going to shock you. Myth number 1, you need to have a high salary to build wealth. Most people believe that building wealth is reserved for those who make 6 figures. But in 2025, the truth is this: it's not about how much you make, but how much you keep. Now don't get me wrong, of course earning more is great, but the real secret to wealth isn't just about bigger paychecks, it's about smart money management. Let me ask you this: how many people do you know who make a ton of money but are still broke? They're living paycheck to paycheck, drowning in debt, and wondering where all that income went. You see, in 2025, with inflation and the cost of living skyrocketing, your income isn't the magic ticket anymore. It's your ability to save, invest, and create multiple streams of income that'll get you to the millionaire status you're aiming for. Think about it. What's the point of earning $150,000 a year if you're spending $160,000 on lifestyle inflation? That's like running a marathon with one leg. And let's be real, no one's making it to the finish line that way. Now that we've debunked the high salary charged wealth myth, let's move on to the next one. And trust me, this one might hit a little too close to home. Myth number 2, debt is always bad. Here's a myth that's been drilled into your head for years. Debt is always bad. But here's the harsh reality: not all debt is created equal. Think about it. If you have student loans or credit card debt from your 20s, that's one thing. But what about using leverage to grow wealth? That's a game changer. In 2025, the rich don't avoid debt. They use it as a tool to create more wealth. Take real estate, for example. You can borrow money to buy a property, have someone else pay down your mortgage while you collect the rent, and then sell for a huge profit. But here's the catch: if you're using debt recklessly, it can destroy you. You need to know how to leverage debt in ways that generate more wealth. It's about playing the game smarter, not avoiding it. Now you're probably thinking, okay, that makes sense. But what about this next myth? Well, I'll tell you right now. This one is a big one. Myth number 3, saving money is the key to wealth. Saving money sounds good, right? After all, we've all been told to save for the future. But here's the uncomfortable truth. If you're only saving money and not investing it, you're losing wealth. With inflation constantly eroding the value of your savings, money just sitting in your bank account is essentially losing value every day. The average inflation rate in the US is hovering around 3 to 4%, meaning your savings are worth less than yesterday. That's why the real wealth builders are not just saving, they're investing in stocks, real estate, crypto, and even businesses. In 2025, if you're not investing, you're being left behind. I know, but I don't know where to start. I get it, but let me ask you this. Do you know how to save money to buy a cup of coffee every day? You can learn how to invest the same way. It's not about being a genius, it's about getting started. So now that you know saving alone won't make you rich, let's move on to myth number 4. This one might make you rethink your entire mindset about money. Myth number 4, you need to be super smart to invest. Here's a myth that holds so many people back. I'm not a financial genius, so investing is too risky for me. Sound familiar? Well, let me tell you something. You don't need to be Warren Buffett to make smart investments. In 2025, you have tools at your disposal, apps, automated portfolios, and AI-driven investment strategies that make investing accessible to anyone. You don't need to know everything about stocks or bonds. You just need to get in the game. Here's the kicker. The longer you wait, the more you lose out on compound growth. Time is your greatest ally when it comes to wealth building, and waiting for the perfect moment is just a form of procrastination. Now, we've covered some of the most common myths, But there's one more, and this is the one you definitely don't want to miss. Myth number 5, rich people are just lucky. This is the myth that drives me crazy. I've heard it so many times. They're just lucky, or they must have had some kind of advantage. Well, let me tell you, wealth isn't about luck. It's about strategy, persistence, and timing. Rich people don't rely on luck. They create opportunities, take calculated risks, and build systems that make them money even when they're sleeping. You're not too late to the game. If you're watching this in 2025, you have all the tools you need to build wealth if you're willing to do the work. It's about mentality. You can have the same financial future as those lucky people if you change your mindset and start acting strategically today. So if you've been falling for these myths, now is the time to break free. But don't just stop here. Apply what you've learned today and start making smarter financial decisions right now. All right, I've shown you the 5 money myths that are keeping you poor in 2025. If you're ready to break free from these lies and start building your wealth, hit that subscribe button and join our community of financially savvy people. We're all about actionable strategies and smart decisions here, so don't miss out. Thanks for watching, and remember, wealth isn't just about making money, it's about making smart choices. See you in the next video.